we're in a gym and we love what we do. If I didn't love what I do, if I wasn't passionate about lifting weights, I would never get to this point in my career. This is what makes my heart beat, you know, this is my purpose.
So what's up, guys? Right now it is 12:34. Not sure if you're gonna be able to see that because of the glare, but it's 12:34 right now, and I'm gonna talk about what this is exactly right here, what you're looking at. So let's get to it. What's up, YouTube family? So like I said, right now it is 12:38. What I want to talk about is this right over here, these little guys, these little vials that you see. So what you might be asking, what is this in their hand? Well, I'll talk about this in just a moment. So the whole purpose of this video is because I posted a picture with these bad boys flexing a couple days ago, which left a question: am I using some kind of drug, some kind of steroid, testosterone, whatever it is? Because I'm in the gym, and alright, this is gonna sound weird, but I broke out on my shoulder. I have no idea how this happened. Woke up one day, if you guys could see that, broke out right here, all over this shoulder for some reason. Have no idea why. It must have been something I ate, something in the food, because I scrubbed my back, you know, this just popped up out of nowhere. And yeah, so that happened. People were like assuming a lot of things. Oh, this kid must be on steroids. Like, yo, even my friends were asking me, why are you breaking out like that so badly? My back has been breaking out really badly. It must be because something I'm taking right now, maybe protein, pre-workout, whatever it is. I broke out on my shoulder. That happened. I posted a picture of these vials with this right next to it. So one can assume that, alright, he's probably taking steroids. But no, that's not the case, guys. I'm not taking steroids right now. I really want to talk about my whole idea on steroids and if I'm ever going to use it in the future. But what I do know about steroids and what my past experience has been with them. Not that I've ever used them, but I know people who have been on steroids before, like Anavar. Anavar is one of the mildest steroids you could ever take. Women usually use Anavar to cut down, and guys use it to cut down too. Anavar is used for like cancer patients and burn victims to help repair tissue a lot quicker. So one of my friends took it because he had arthritis, I think it was. Arthritis, yeah, on his muscles because from lifting heavy weights, and he wanted to get rid of the pain. So tendonitis, he had tendonitis, not arthritis, tendonitis. So he had tendonitis, and every single time he pick heavy weight, it would kind of hurt him a bit. So he was like, all right, Anavar is supposed to repair your muscle tissue, make your joints a lot more lubricated so you can do it easily, lift the heavy weight easily. So he knew a guy, well, we knew a guy in the gym who was selling steroids, and long and behold, he had Anavar with him. He gave my friend some Anavar. My friend took the Anavar for about a week, and he stopped taking it because he started breaking out all over his arms. And it was really bad, guys. I mean, you think this is bad, you think that this looks like I'm something, you have no idea what steroids looks like. You can notice someone who has, like, it turns into like an oily skin, which allows, I guess, more acne to build up. So he broke out all over his arms. It was not a pretty sight. He was very self-conscious about the way his arms were looking because it was all like red, and people obviously are going to assume something because someone was getting really lean and shredded out of nowhere really quickly, having a lot of breakouts going on. They're going to be like, alright, something's up. So he became self-conscious and was like, you know what, I'm going to stop this. He threw all the pills that he was taking, oral Anavar, which are little pills, took them and dumped them in the toilet, flushed them. That was that. So he he did gain strength. I'm not gonna lie, he gained strength. He was very powerful. His movements were more they were more smooth, let's say. You can see his size he was putting on, even though it was like a mild steroid, he was still putting on muscle because he was able to lift heavier weight. He looked more leaner, his veins were popping out like crazy. So Anavar was a good steroid, and the side effects he had was just breaking out, basically. You know, if you take hardcore steroids, let's say such as Deca, Anavar, and all that kind of stuff, you're gonna see much more side effects using those steroids, such as like they call it bitch tits, which is gynecomastia. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, which is fatty tissue that builds up around the nipple, and you can notice if someone's taking steroids because of that too. Acne on the back is one of the most obvious signs, and I guess a little bit of aggression and anger because your testosterone is going to be shooting up. So the more testosterone one has in one's body is going to make them more aggressive. So more testosterone will equal more outbreaks and anger and all that stuff. You can like start to see someone change their moods, a lot more mood swings, They're gonna have a roid belly, which is like a roid's gut when the organs get a little bit bigger, because when you take testosterone and all stuff like that, your organs get bigger and it's going to push it like that, so you have like a little gut. And if you look at other bodybuilders, like let's say Dorian Yates and all that, you're going to see their guts kind of come out a little bit because their organs have gotten a little bit bigger. So they're using hardcore steroids. Obviously, it's hard on your liver, on your kidneys, and other organs, so you really got to take a lot of other drugs to kind of like take away the pain and all the stress on those organs. So a lot goes into steroids, guys, and talking about all the side effects and all the benefits, you kind of try to weigh that out. What really would you get out of steroids? You look bigger, you look stronger, but everything that goes up comes down eventually, right? So my whole view on steroids, I won't ever take steroids, and I know that for a fact. You know, like, I know there's going to be a point where all of us hit a plateau, and us as lifters, we're always going to try to find a way to kind of see, all right, how can I get around this plateau? Is there anything I can do naturally to get over this plateau? And we're going to feel a point where, you know, we're not getting any results, and I know that's going to come down the road. We won't get bigger, but we can get leaner, right? So my whole thing is, I know that our testosterone drops as we age. Like, it's just in our, you know, genetic system. We're not going to get more testosterone as we grow up. You know, right now we're at our peak. So we're going to lose testosterone like this. So I'm not going to lie, I feel as if though when I get older and I'm like, let's say in my mid 40s or something like that, I'm going to go to my doctor and be like, test my testosterone levels. If they're low, please, you know, shoot me up. I'm going to tell my doctor, you know, shoot me up. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I feel like it's going to get, you know, at that point, all right, 40 years old, you know, I'm going to be as big as I'm going to ever get. The only thing I can ever get is more leaner. So if I want to build more muscle, you know, I'm going to have to ask, I'm going to ask my doctor, you know, it's going to be supplemented by a doctor, obviously, which is legal. I'm not going to do it illegally. Get it legally prescribed to me. So any guy can do that also. So I talked to other people about their whole perspective on this stuff. I know a few people that are going to go on the gear maybe next year and all that, just for competitive reasons. I mean, I don't have anything against it, don't get me wrong. You still got to put in all the hard work, you know. You take steroids, a lot of people think, oh, you're going to get big like this. Guys, it doesn't work that way. You got to put in the work, the effort, and all that stuff. Your diet and prep goes into, you know, getting big. Steroids, I look at it as a touch-up, you know. It's not like a, oh, I'm going to take steroids, I'm going to get jacked overnight. You still got to wake up, you know, put in that dedication, put in that work, watch what you eat. It's not easy, but it does make things a little bit easier because you can recover a lot faster, technically lifting more heavier weight, going to the gym a lot more. But at the same time, you got to be willing to put in the work. You can't just expect to take steroids and get big overnight and hitting the gym once every week, you know? It doesn't work that way. But like I said, am I going to take steroids? No, you know, so don't worry about that. I just wanted to get this out of the water, my whole perspective on steroids. And as you know, young people, they are very influenced through looking at other people who are much older than them. They don't realize that it does take time to get to that level. You know, when I was really skinny, I would always see people like, I'm like, God damn, I'm never gonna get that big. But looking back at it, look where I'm at now. You know, I was really skinny. I weighed 120 pounds. If you guys look at my transformation video, I have 2 of those transformation videos back a few months from now, few months past prior to this. You can see those videos. Check them out, and you guys are gonna be surprised. You know, I weighed 110 pounds, really skinny kid in high school. I was looking at other people way bigger than me. I'm like, all right, this is not in my genetic system. I'm gonna have to take steroids to get big. I was, you know, fucking working my ass off, guys. Literally at 10 o'clock at night, I'd be doing push-ups, sit-ups every single day just to see the littlest result. You know, like a little vein, anything that I could see was really impressive to me, and that I fell in love with. I fell in love with the process, and through time, you know, time and effort and dedication, motivation, pushing yourself to that limit, you know, because you have to have a vision. If you don't have that vision, you're going to be working for nothing. So once you have that vision set in your head, it's going to be enough to push you. And that's what, you know, when looking back right now, if I didn't have that kind of drive that I did back then, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And it does take hard work. And nothing, all right, so look at it this way, quality over quantity too. So if you take steroids, you're going to be big, but it's going to drop down. You're not going to be on the gear for your whole entire life. So technically, I'd rather do this like the hard way. And depending on your goals too, guys, I mean, depending on your goals, if you want to be a competitive pro bodybuilder, you're going to have to take gear, because like 99% of those people that are going to do competitive bodybuilding are on steroids. You know, Evan Santopani, Kai Green, what's it called, Jay Cutler, Phil Heath, those guys are all on steroids, you know. If you don't think they are, they're on steroids, guys. Natural competitive bodybuilding, I mean, a lot of those competitions, you know, I can't sell for myself, but I have heard that some people do take steroids in those competitions, they get away with it. it's just a really competitive, I think, a competitive sport in the sense of it is a sport. And for people who don't think bodybuilding is a sport, it's a sport. You gotta work your ass off, competitive, go to competitions, compete against other people. Same thing as a sport. It's just more strict. A stricter sport that's a selfish sport. Let's say you gotta focus on yourself. When you do bodybuilding, you gotta focus on yourself. Nothing else can bother you. Nothing else matters but you. It's a self-centered sport, but you have to be very, very self-centered in this sport because you won't get anywhere if you're not. You got to dedicate a lot of time to yourself and build your body to the best of its, ability. So it is a selfish sport. But that being said, it's a very, very motivating sport to a lot of people out there because it can change your life. If you're going through a bad time, a breakup, whatever it is, a drug addiction, use the gym as an outlet, and you're gonna see tremendous results. So yeah, these little vials right here, guys. Probably wondering what this is. This is vitamin B. So vitamin B injectables. They're not steroids. I actually have them in my house. I have no idea why, and I thought that this would be a great topic to talk about. Is steroids, because a lot of people have accused me of taking them in the past when I was in high school. Like I said, I was 110 pounds. I gained about 30 pounds of muscle in high school. A lot of people were like, "Oh, there's no way this kid's natural. He's on steroids." And don't get me wrong, I know what steroids look like, and to me, it made me laugh. I'm like, all right, I'll take it as a compliment. Say I'm on steroids. I'm not that big, but if you're gonna think I'm on steroids, go ahead. I know what I'm not. I know I'm not on steroids, so it doesn't bother me. Nothing to see. And one thing too, it shouldn't. Everyone else's opinion of you shouldn't matter. You should, the only thing that should matter is yourself. So don't focus on anyone else but yourself. Let them talk. Let them talk shit. Whatever they want to talk about. If it's not benefiting you, just cut them out of your life. Surround yourself with people who you want to be like, and you're gonna be like them. All right, guys. That's all I want to talk about. I'm glad I covered this topic on steroids. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad thing to use them. Use them right, use them correctly. Really do your research on them, and just focus. Make sure you're using these steroids, whatever you're gonna take, and it's gonna align with your goals. Don't just take it just to look big. It's a waste of time. So yeah, I'm signing out right now. Love you guys. Hope to see you in my next video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Boom, baby, boom. Gains. Yeah, so one more thing. So I'm going to be going to Mexico, and I'm going to be vlogging this whole trip. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to be repping this company out there, so stay tuned for that video, guys. It's going to be amazing. I love you all. Thank you for the tremendous support you've been showing me by watching these videos. Just be sure to share and like, subscribe.